to another episode of Cemeteries Down Under. Now we're in a tiny little church graveyard in the middle of Ryde, which is a kind of a suburban city in the middle of Sydney, so it's a little bit noisy with traffic, so we do apologise for that. But we have a very notable character that we'd like you to meet, and we'll show you a bit of the cemetery while we're here.
Talk soon, guys.
John Richard Lindsley, born the 30th of May 1826, died the 4th of June 1889. Friend to truth, of soul sincere. I couldn't read the rest, it's not very clear. And I really love the urn with the drapery on the top. It's very unusual. Doesn't have a headstone, but I just love the artwork. Very different one. I'll come over here and read it. I like sticking on people. Amy McMasters. And this one, in memory of Angus, Irene, Crystal Ross. Very sorry we had to step on your grave. A memorial of the love and esteem of parishes and friends. It's a captain. So, memory of Elizabeth, wife of Captain John Wood, and the rest of the writing has weathered in time, so very hard to read.
Oh, thank you.
Ship, ship, was connecting the following town hall. 1, 2, check. 1, 2. How's that sound on you? You're steady in the wheel room. Is that pretty good? Loud volume. Plenty loud enough. I think so too.
So he's Reverend Charles Archibald, interment of, it's very hard to read, born the March the 30th, 18, looks like 18, died November the 7th, 1878, and it says something Jesus. Henry Bate died 14th of July 1881, aged 55 years. The just man walketh in his integrity. And Beatrice, it's Ada Beatrice, sorry, third daughter of Henry and Gertrude C. Bate, died 25th of November 1872, aged 10 months. That's very sad. I find their vault very unusual with the, like a pyramid. Thomas Spermson, rider, born at Frodsham, Cheshire, 21st of May 1803, died at Hunters Hill the 5th of November 1881. I like this one because of the beautiful leaves and the detail of the cross up there with the reef. I love some of the old graves that has so much personality. Here we got James Stevens, died the 19th of December 1891, aged 89 years. Also Martha Stevens, beloved wife of James Stevens, died 29th of December 1891, aged 81 years. Strong was their faith in him who died to save, and bright their hopes of beyond the grave. Here we are, sacred to the memory of Margaret Bruce, the beloved wife of Henry Hay, who died 24th of April 1885, aged 33 years. Boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. So, yeah, it's just saying don't count your blessings before they hatch, basically. Maria Ann Smith had emigrated to Sydney from East Sussex in the UK in 1839 with her husband Thomas. They purchased a small orchard in the area in 1855 and began cultivating fruit, for the area was well known for orchards in that time in colonial Australia. Smith had 8 children and was a prominent figure in the district, earning the nickname Granny in her advanced years. So besides being Granny in the neighbourhood, Granny Smith here has another name that she's famous for, and that's for the bright green apples that you buy in the greengrocers and the supermarkets. And it all started on her farm. She cultivated the seed that's known worldwide as the Granny Smith apples today. And I will tell you a story of how it all started. So Granny wasn't known for her creation while she was alive, and they didn't become famous until after she died. So there's two versions of the story of how the Granny Smith apple started. And the first one is that two men had been invited to the farm to inspect a chance seedling that had sprung near a creek on the farm. Smith had dumped there among the ferns the remains of French crab apples that had grown in Tasmania. Another story recounted that Smith had been testing French crab apples for cooking and throwing the apple cores out of her window as she worked, had found that the new cultivar had sprung up underneath her kitchen windowsill. Whatever the case, Smith took it upon herself to propagate the new cultivar on her property, finding the apples good for cooking and for general consumption, having all the appearances of a cooking apple. They were not tart, but instead they were sweet and crisp to eat. So she took her produce down to Sydney markets on George Street, where the apples were exceptionally well and became very popular, and once a week sold them. Smith only died a couple of years after her discovery in 1870, but her work had been noticed by other local planters. Edward Gallard was one such planter who extensively planted Granny Smith trees on his property and bought the Smith farm when Thomas died in 1876. Gallard was successful in marketing the apple locally, but it did not receive widespread attention until 1890. In that year, it was exhibited as Smith seedlings at the Castle Hill Agricultural and Horticultural Show, and the following year it won prize for cooking apples under the name Granny Smith seedlings. The apple was so successful that the following year many were exhibiting Granny Smith's apples at the horticultural shows. So in 1895, the New South Wales Department of Agriculture, they started growing trees at the Government Experimental Station in Bathurst, New South Wales, recommending the Gazette its properties as a late-picking cooking apple for potential export. So sacred to the memory of Maria Ann, the beloved wife of Thomas Smith, who died March the 9th, 1870, aged 69 years. Victory, dear mother, here in hope, the lamb would once slain will rise again, and we shall meet again. So teach us to number our days, that we may apply our hearts and also wisdom. Also Thomas Smith, beloved husband of the above, died the 25th of May 1876, aged 78 years. I like how her tombstone reflects the leaves and branches of the apple tree with the apple buds about to ripen. So I think that's beautiful. Hi thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the little peek inside St Anne's Church, and thank you to the ladies of St Anne's Anglican Church for allowing us to film inside their beautiful church. Hope you enjoyed the story of Maria. Sadly, she didn't get the recognition that she should have got in real life, so we're hoping this video will give her the recognition that she deserves. And I hope you enjoyed looking around St Anne's cute little churchyard.
And don't forget, guys, like and subscribe, share this video out, and we'll talk to you soon, guys.
I wish you